Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. Ninja Gaiden 2, take 2. Sorry about the other night. Said there's some wind damage. Took some stuff down in my area, but it's all sorted out now, so... And tested the internet ahead of time this time, too. Just to make sure. Yeah, I've been playing Ninja Gaiden Black on the Xbox, and it's been great. So I was thinking, maybe I'll play another one of these classic ones on stream. I played the first one a month or two ago. So, let's mix it up. Let's go to the second game. Which is the first one I played back in the day. My friend Willie Gunn's cartridge that I borrowed for a very, very long time. This is a great game. First one I played, but also my favorite in the series. Hey Sabotage, how you doing? Welcome. I will say, playing Ninja Gaiden Black, I hadn't really played much of it before. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic. But I do wish the vibe was a little bit more like these classic ones. The vibe I get from Ninja Gaiden Black is kind of like the same vibe I get from like an Axe body spray commercial. Whereas this stuff is a little more stylish. That's just my opinion. But great game, no doubt. Very fun game. There's not much connection, but I think I read somewhere that the newer games are supposed to be prequels to these NES games. Something like that. Here we go. Yeah, starting at 7 p.m. tonight, a little earlier. A couple reasons for that. One being the daylight savings. It's like 8 o'clock is starting to feel weirdly late considering how early it gets dark here. So, yeah, just figured it'd make it easier on pretty much everybody. I know a few people have mentioned I'm starting in like their time zones, the equivalent of like 3 a.m. So now at least it'll be 2 a.m. for you. So there you go. The shades here you can get up to 2 of them. And if you use them properly, you can wreck this game. Probably not going to be seeing too much of that tonight for me, but they're pretty OP if you know how to use them. Sabotage, did you get into the Elden Ring network test? Or did you even enter? Never get over these cutscenes. Really not much else like this on the NES. Really cool. It's like nice cinematography, all things considered. Just like really clever use of sprite scrolling. Making the most out of very limited amount of power, obviously. Who are you? Sabotage. I wasn't very interested in what I saw of Elden Ring. I'll let you play it. I do have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna play it, but Tower of Latria. Oh no. I think it looks a lot more familiar than what I was expecting. You know, given the emphasis they seem to be placing on ending Dark Souls and wanting to do something new, I was pretty surprised to see what, in all respects, looks a lot like Dark Souls. And it goes deeper than just the animations. I know there's kind of like a hot topic right now, but it's not just the animations, you know, it's almost everything. It's the presentation, the core gameplay, the music, the style of setting. It's a lot. I think if they had called it, you know, Elden Souls or something, I would, you know, I would feel a little bit better about it, but... And don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna get it. It's just, I do feel like a little disappointed that it's not something more unique, you know? But we'll see, you know, how much the open world element really brings to it. Some of the new gameplay mechanics, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. But looks pretty familiar. But no, I didn't get into the network test either. I was one of the many, many, many North American players who did not even get a rejection letter from Bandai Namco. It's all good. I mean, I would have liked to, but on the other hand, I get to come into it totally fresh, so I guess that's a positive. Oh, God. Yeah, some of the stages in this game have these weather effects getting blown around. Gets pretty brutal. Oh, this game is sick. It's interesting, you know, having, like I said, I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black right now. I think I'm about halfway through it or so. Now, obviously, the gameplay is a lot more complex than this, but the core essence is still kind of there. Very fast, you know, decisive movements you have to make. Very snappy, fast controls. Ryu here is definitely a galaxy away from one of the Belmonts, for comparison. So if you time this right, you can get one of those shades, your ninja shades, up there. So even when he alternates positions, you can continue slashing at him. But obviously the weather complicates that a little bit. There we go. Malice, yo, 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 yo! How's it going, pal? Welcome. Just kicking some ass on the side of a mountain. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Today has been a pretty good day, all things considered. I love this shot here. Kino. You got me. You actually got me saying that, Mouse. I never used that as an adjective before, but now I am. Now check this out. How cool is that? Love it. Did I play the new Metroid? I sure did. Yeah, I picked it up. I got the premium edition or whatever. Picked it up, beat it within about a week or so, and I really liked it a lot. So my number one complaint would be the music is overall pretty weak. Kind kind of a weak soundtrack, but otherwise, loved it. I really liked it a lot. Good days are good. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, it's one of those Ice Cube level days. Oh shit. Yeah, the art is sick. Really, really cool stuff. I was just saying a minute ago, it's like, I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black and I like that a lot from a gameplay perspective, but I really wish the vibe was, and the overall style was closer to this game. Like, I'm not sure how serious you're supposed to be taking some of these cutscenes. Like, basically everything with Rachel, you know, the, like, huge titty, like, dominatrix character. It's like one of the most even for the Dead or Alive developers, like, this is ridiculous. But some of these cutscenes, it's like, am I supposed to be taking this seriously? It's like, oh, my sister. But whatever. It's all about that ninja gameplay. Have I played Shin Megami Tensei 5 yet? No, I haven't, because not a single store near me has it in stock. Even the store even the store I pre-ordered it from, didn't get any copies. There's not a single physical copy within 50 miles of me. So, and I want that steelbook. You know, I know I could just buy it digital, but I want that steelbook. So, I have not played it yet. But definitely hyped for it as soon as I can get my hands on it. But maybe the timing's okay because I'm still wrapping up Super Mario RPG, so finish that up and then hopefully by that point I'll have yeah, 5. Harder than Nocturne, yeah, I've heard that. I was watching while I was working out earlier. I don't know why it was recommended to me, but some guy going up against the Demi-Fiend, the DLC to like, oh god. DLC to like fight the Demi-Fiend from Nocturne. And he was playing on casual. I think his name is Roz or something like that. But he was playing on casual and he still couldn't do it. He was streaming for like 3 hours. And he couldn't do it on casual. And he couldn't beat Demi-Fiend. And I know he was a super hard, you know, secret boss in Digital Devil Saga, but it seems like even crazier in this one. Oh my god. I was so sad at how fast DOA 6 died. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the series overall. I played the second one on Dreamcast back in the day, but that's about the extent of my experience with that series. Great gameplay though. Wasn't there like an insane amount of DLC for the 6th one? There's like over 100 like outfits and stuff. Or am I thinking of something else? Think of something else, aka like every other modern fighting game. I saw that too. Yeah, there were like quite a few people watching that at one point. Okay. Let's start playing a little bit more deliberately here. I haven't mentioned the soundtrack of this game, by the way, at all. Which is just excellent, of course. I like it even more than the first. Saw that coming. It's funny how kind of like emotional so many of these tracks sound. They sound almost like sped up like Joy Division songs or something. Oh my god. They're like Ian Curtis moaning over these. These games are so brutal. My God. It didn't make Evo. It didn't make the Evo lineup when it came out because of the costumes. Kind of killed the scene. DOA 6 and 5 had so many costumes. Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, like I said, I haven't played too much of it, but obviously more games in the scene is a good thing. It's like... I've never noticed this before, but those machete guys kind of look like they're wearing Jason masks. I'm not playing on super blurry family TV set through composite. Certain details like that become a little bit more noticeable. When I first played this, I thought this was the end boss. Like I said, this was the first game Ninja Gaiden I had played. I was like, okay, that seemed like a pretty dramatic setting, and you know, the intro. I was like, this must be it. No, this is not. It's just far from it. But yeah, you can see here at the Ninja Shade being OP. Rip. See, Irene. Now there's a waifu. What the? Sometimes Shakuyo is capitalized, sometimes not. Not sure why. Ashtar, what a cool design though, huh? This guy's like the epitome of the 80s demon anime antagonist. Really cool design. Troop, hey, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Did I get any ER tests? Nope. No, I didn't even get the rejection email. No, I'm small time to Bandai Namco. No, I didn't get in. Did you? The Maze of Darkness. Robert. Really cool character. This game has some really awesome cutscenes for a game of this vintage. Not too long, short and sweet, stylish. As I said earlier, the newer Ninja Gaiden games, from what I've read, are supposed to be prequels to these games. So, Ninja Gaiden 3 on NES is like an in-between game of 1 and 2 or something. So Ninja Gaiden 2 here on the NES, from what I gather, it's the last game in the series chronologically. That's how high these stakes are. Got his 80s Wayfarers on and everything. Oh, listen to this track. Listen to these drums. Sick. Sick drum beat. The rest of the game basically takes place in hell, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, great graphics too. I mean, look at this. Holy shit, okay. Troop, yeah, it's great stuff. Wish we could dodge instead of roll, but hey ho. Is that still? I think it's like a. It's not called a weapon art anymore, but in that gameplay trailer they showed, it looks like the last fight with the boss. It looked like the player character was doing the Bloodborne dodge, but it could have been something like the DS3 like dagger weapon art, like quick step or whatever it's called. Yeah, the SSAO, I noticed that too when I was looking at the gameplay footage. Weird. Oh, that was close. Oh, God. What system are you playing on, Troop? I entered on the PS4 one like 3 days before I got that Xbox One X, and I really wish I had entered that as the system, because I feel like there are probably less people, you know, entering on that instead of PS4, so maybe my odds would have been better. PS5. Ooh. Mr. Fancy. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you got in. Did you notice, I saw a video, I think it was from Prod's channel. I'm not sure. Did you notice the jumping having, like, an insane amount of iframes? There's, like, this GIF making the rounds of the player just, like, he's just, like, keeps jumping like this. And there's just like some basic enemy attacking him, and he's iframes through everything, and it just looks absurd. I'm really, really hoping that gets fixed in the final game, so combat doesn't just evolve into like a bunny hopping fest. Shit. Okay. Concentration time. Like a knack for picking out these ball breaker NES games. Very challenging to play and talk at the same time. That's okay, because this is the MVP gamer channel, right? No. Yeah, the big shuriken here. I think it's like shuriken windmill is what it's called. Really handy, kind of like the cross in Castlevania. You can jump and dodge it, so you get more of a active range of attack on it. Holy shit! Yeah, I tested that. Didn't seem as good as was in that video referencing. Okay, good. Yeah, I was really hoping that was just like some kind of bug or something, because that seemed really bad. But then again, I mean, that's the whole point of doing a test like this, right? Try and like iron out these kinks before the release. That was definitely the worst thing I saw. I didn't see anything else that was like really crazy game-breaking. Saw a few videos of people getting out of bounds, which are pretty nice. Getting some like Shadow of the Colossus vibes, you know. Some of that content. There's like these like catacombs around where you start that are apparently massive. I'm thinking when you start the game for real, this is just speculation, but you're going to spend a lot of time underground doing all the tutorial stuff before they finally reveal the world to you. Oh, damn. too bad of a setback. This game almost becomes like a bullet hell, you know? Some of these stages. Oh, God. Yeah, crazy big. Seems that way. Pumpkinhead. Need my ninja shades back. There we go. Alright. This isn't too bad. Just gotta dodge the hands. Watch these hands. Huh. Yeah, no sweat. Don't fall in the water. Yeah, I didn't think the hands would spawn up here, but... oh god. That would have been a nice troll move. Yeah, this is a real rabbit and a hare kind of fight. Just take your time. Time. There we go. Alright. I'm glad I'm glad you enjoyed it, Troop. Sounds like you had a good time playing it. I'm looking forward to it. I was saying a few minutes ago, I'm hyped. I'm excited for it. I just, part of me wishes it was a little more different than Souls, but I mean, I'm definitely going to be buying it day one and putting hundreds of hours into it, I'm sure. So it's all good. And I say that only because they seem to kind of make a big deal out of, like, no, we're done with Dark Souls, we want to move on. But, like I said, I'm sure it's going to be the best game of 2022 by a significant margin. I'm sure I'm going to love it all the same, so it's all good. They mentioned Armored Core. Shit. I was so saved there. They mentioned Armored Core. The last round of interviews they did a couple years ago. So I'm really hoping their next like big project is a new Armored Core game. Which would just be insane. Like a modern take on that series. With their level of art design, their gameplay. I was playing the first one on PS1 a couple days ago, which I had never played before, and it's fantastic. I think it aged better, and I'm not saying this to hate on Kingsfield, but from a gameplay and controls perspective, I think it aged better than any of those games. The control scheme still feels like relatively modern, you know, pretty fast-paced. It was a really pleasant surprise. Definitely going to be checking those out deeper in the next couple months. Holy shit. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Sam was hoping for some puzzles, perhaps, take a leaf from Zelda's book. Yeah, I agree. I mean, just... gonna repeat myself too much here, but it's a third-person action RPG with a very, very familiar setting, a very familiar style of combat, very familiar music, presentation. You know, best in class, but pretty similar. But like I said, I'm still definitely going to be buying it, so. I'm good for one more. If this is, as they've said, if this is supposed to represent the culmination of everything they've been doing in the last decade, from Demon Souls to Sekiro, every single game, every gameplay element, everything they didn't have time for, if this is the big culmination of that, like, let's do it. The mega feast, let's do it. But for the next game, let's do something different, because I think it's time. I thought I had, while I was watching some of this footage over the last couple days, and this is purely, you know, kind of like a, I don't even want to call it like headcanon thing, but I'm not sure what the right term for it would be, but if Elden Ring represents, because it has kind of like a Celtic, kind of Nordic vibe in its presentation, a lot of the elements, at least from what I have seen and what I understand of it, but it's like that this is like the Valhalla of the like collected Souls, you know, multiverse, basically. Not literally, of course, but the fact that you're seeing so many, like the Tree Sentinel boss, how that's Gyobu from Sekiro. It's like that there are all these entities that have been reincarnated, and they're, you know, this like these new forms in some form of, you know, Valhalla, basically. It's like looking at it between that way and the kind of culmination aspect that kind of eased my worries a little bit. I mean, it looks great too, don't get me wrong, like I've been saying, but anyway. Yeah, going forward, it's curious. Definitely will be interesting to see. I would really like to see them diversify their output a little bit more, you know? Keep making the action RPGs, but I said a minute ago, some more stuff, maybe like Armored Core, maybe some, you know, traditional horror games, since they have such a knack for that, yeah? A Cookies and Cream sequel. If anyone else ever played that back on PS2. Oh, here we go, Ashtar. I want to see them make another first-person dungeon crawler. Like, not necessarily Kingsfield, but something more along those lines. Like, dial back the scope again and just really go hardcore about the mechanics in a new way. Oh boy. Oh god. I'm not even gonna say it. I think I mentioned this while I was playing Ninja Gaiden 1 on NES a few months ago, but this was written by, I forget his first name, but Katase, a writer who later went on to work on Chrono Trigger and became the lead director on Chrono Cross. Miyazaki spoke a few times about making a fantasy mecha game. Seems to be really a good idea. Yeah, I mean, it's all they have to do is just make a new Armored Core, and it'll be great. He knows somebody is badass when he's referring to himself in the third person. Yeah, here we go, the fight with Ashtar. With my 2 HP. Got some extra lives though, so no sweat. Yeah, I need to concentrate for a second, try and get to him with a decent amount of HP. Oh god. Oh, Malice, I wanted to mention, I know you had asked about the that GTA. Oh boy. That GTA remaster. Like I said, yeah, it looks okay, like that initial like trailer. You said it looked, you didn't like how it looked. Well, man, were you on the money? Holy cow, what a disaster. It's almost unfathomable how badly they fucked that entire thing up. But they sure did. God. Yeah, this is tricky. You have very little time to get out of the way of those things on their incoming route. Holy shit. Just like, yet again, the Shade Ninjas, the MVPs. Yes. Yeah, these guys... Oh, shit. The Shadow Ninjas, your real MVPs. Yes. Alright. Alright, well, we may have gotten a game over here, but we've got the strat down, so... Seems promising to become more than just the Souls guys. Darasane, was this just a start? Yeah, I hope so. I cannot believe how much they messed up. I mean, it really sucks that it turned out this badly, but on the other hand, I have gotten a lot of amusement the last few days, just seeing all the insane videos and pictures people putting up of these just like bonkers bugs and mistakes. The best are like the really weird like skeletons that they've got going on for the character models. Like that shot of Ryder from San Andreas riding on the bike, where he's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like his skeleton looks like, I don't know, just insane and hilarious. And of course, Rockstar, having taken all the originals down, creates a very big problem for any new fans of these games who haven't already purchased it. But on the other hand, these have got to be one of the most ubiquitous used games in existence. You know, like it's not hard to find a copy of any of those games on pretty much any format. So at least there's that. Yeah, the rain. It's like not only the terrible, but like anytime there's like a body of water, now that messes with the rendering. Just total amateur hour. Alright. Yes. Should be in good shape. We've got not one, but 2 ninja shields. Quite a few of the dirty jokes have been changed too. You know, I saw one from Vice City, one in the mall, where it's like a billboard. It's like the taste of another man's meat or whatever in the original. And now it says the taste of another man's heat. And I almost wonder, is that just like an AI texture upscaler gone amok? Like it thought the H was straight up an M? Like, how can you tell? How can you tell when something is so, like, colossally botched from top to bottom? It's like, you don't know what to chalk up to incompetence or just pure laziness. True, remakes are a mistake. Hey, I think you're 99% of the time so far, I think you're right. There are very few in the last decade that have been good. So we pwned Ashtar. Is that it? No, that's not it. I think we're like maybe 2/3 of the way there. I'm not sure if we'll be able to beat this, but we'll see. We need Victor here. My own personal Nintendo Power MVP. Yeah, Grove Street Studios, right? Yeah, I've never heard of them before. You too, friend. I think all in all, this one is a little easier than the first game. Both in terms of just its enemy placement and bosses, the fact that you get these ninja shades, and you don't have to go through the entire gauntlet of the final stage like you do in Ninja Gaiden 1 to get your rematch with the last boss. How sick is this level, by the way? Look at these stages. This game has some really awesome art for such an old title. Shit. Yes. Another dope track. Another great shot. Man. Sad is that people want games to be art or okay with remakes, despite no other artistic mediums really having remakes outside of shitty films. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot I could say on that topic, for sure. Let's check out this awesome cutscene first. Could it be? Let's see if it's in all caps. Who the heck? The river of blood, the ocean of blood. Yeah, there seems to be an increasing trend with games. I don't know. I'm not, like, where are we going, this industry? It's called like an immature medium compared to something like films or music or whatnot, but still, and I've made this, you know, obviously I've talked about this before, but just like people getting hung up on pixel count, particle effects, and like technical capability of like a game engine versus its art design, art direction. I mean, it's a pretty big example of that. I think we're all pretty familiar with here, but I don't understand. I think the only time something should be remade is either A, the original has like a cool concept or potential, but sucks, or B, and maybe, you know, this can be and or kind of thing, but the original creators are involved. And I mean beyond just like the name of the development team, as in the literal human beings that were involved are again participating. Rematch from these guys from Gaiden 1. Yeah, it's a great point about the EA graveyard of great developers. Sad. Yeah, we'll get our remake of Dead Space. And there'll be even more like walk and talk sections. That's what, if there's one trend in like modern gaming that grinds my gears, it's that. It's like game developers like delusions of grandeur in terms of being like filmmakers. It's like these scripts that would last 5 minutes in like a TV writer's room. I don't want to get too cynical here, so I'm going to stop on that topic. Sorry. Yeah, the RE2 remake and the original remake of 1. Yeah, those are great. Those are both great examples. Sorry, a little sniffly right now. I've got a bit of a, I don't know, cold or allergies. So I'm doing better than I was expecting to do tonight on this game. Knock on wood. Robert's Last Stand. No one ever gets past old Jungle Rat Rob. Another awesome level. Check out those eyeballs and the acid waterfall back there. Also Uncharted 4. Yeah, I didn't play any of those games. Because the second, I don't know, I got that impression from the first one. It's like, I don't know, this isn't for me. Forced walking. I tell you, a game I went from like 100 to 0 on was the FF7 remake, for a variety of reasons, but it had loads of that stuff. It's the amount of times like Cloud has to squeeze between like a tight, you know, corridor and slowly move through it. Cloud, now that you're in Sector 7, you need to prove yourself as a mercenary. You know, establish your rep. Tifa, I was in Soldier, remember? Whatever, Cloud, I need you to go kill some rats in this basement, okay? Followed by killing 5 of these other nondescript, generic enemies in this Unreal Engine. I can't even talk. That game drove me nuts. When games were games. Holy shit. Where did that bird come from? Did you see that? That's not an exit. Oh no. Can I gently caress this horrible monster? I don't know what I can do here. Jump, take the fall, bounce over to the landing. Nope. That's one way to do it, I guess. Oh my god! I was looking at the chat! Oh. Okay. I'm seeing some good comments over there. Some nice meat potato type comments. Let me just try and clear this. Oh, I'm gonna look at this. It's sitting real close to the TV now. Once you're close enough where you can start seeing in between the scan lines, you're probably too close. Oh, acid waterfall picking up speed. Oh boy. This game is bonkers. Whoa! Yes. Sick cutscene. Look at this. Robert's last stand. What a cool character. True. Yeah, AAA character. Yeah, yeah. That's on point. Yeah, hit the nail on the head on that one. Yeah, Mouse. I mean, I think you should. Yeah, as with anything else, give it a shot. See how you feel about it. You know, I wasn't crazy about it, but you know, maybe you'll feel differently. Yes. Nothing will ever surpass Tetris, though. Now there's a video game. Oh god. Alright. Hey, this has different music tracks every time I die. Interesting. Oh my god. Alright. Let's try that again. Got one of the better tracks here now. Got the Contra hearts pulsing in the background. So there's so much stuff on screen. It's hard to it's hard to take it all in. I'm wondering if I can get to the left of this guy in a jump. I don't know if I can jump that far. No, you cannot jump that far. Alright, so you have to jump in front of him and slash him in between those projectiles. Ryu's overall speed kind of compels you to rush, but really there's no need of it. Like, they give you quite a bit of time. Starting to see those demon statues again. Unrelated, but have you ever played Dragon's Dogma? Yeah, I have played a little bit of that. That's a game, it's always been on my list in the last couple of years of like things I need to revisit. I should go back to that. It seems like a really cool game. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Alright, here we go. A very merciful continue, by the way. It's really not too far back at all. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma was definitely a game I want to revisit. That'd be a prime candidate for a stream playthrough kind of game. Maybe I'll do that. Dogma 2? Yeah, I've heard it's in development. I think that's what they started working on after Devil May Cry 5. Itsuno. This is like his next project. Mouse, really? Really what? Oh shit. Oh yeah, HP, that's a thing. Ooh, nice. Capcom Week. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. That seems like a sure thing, huh? Oh no! Oh, I'm getting into controller breaking territory now. Not really. I haven't thrown a controller since I was probably 5 years old, and I don't think I'm gonna resume anytime soon. The birds! The birds! Oh! Please let me climb this wall. Oh. Holy shit. Oh no. Okay, okay. We're almost at the end of the game here. As you can tell by the level of difficulty. They're taking it up to 11. Ah, this game is nuts. Like how the projectiles almost look like you could duck them, but you can't. This looks like agony. That's my middle name. No, I'm kind of a masochist when it comes to hard video games. I mean, they're hard, but I'm also kind of playing like an idiot. And I'm relatively, you know, rusty as well. But I'm all about that. I'm all about that feeling you get when you really conquer a hard game. You know what I mean? I don't mind hard as long as it's fair. And this game, admittedly, kind of toes the line between those two sometimes, as you can see. But oh boy, most of these deaths are just me being sloppy. You know. But here we go. This is it. Kind of like rushing, you know? Things like that, though, are a little strange. Like, I'm not sure what just happened there when I fell, but okay. Alright, here we go. Made it a little bit more difficult with that guy. Oh, no! Alright, reuse theme. The perfect soundtrack to get in here and win. And die. The speeding train. The perfect soundtrack to get in here and win. Alright. Just gotta wait for the right moment. This thing bug out? What's going on with that? My shuriken bugged out. Good for me, I guess. You ever try The Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Genesis? Might be your style game. Is that the one that has like an art style similar to the animated series? I haven't, but I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just gotta slow down a little bit in this game. Alright. That thing has different speeds depending on your distance. And I'm wondering if it's like it's calculated. It's like it needs to be the same amount of time to reach you regardless of where. Oh my god! Regardless of how far you are. So if you want to play like a fool, but be successful, it's like using the iframes after you get hit to move through. Oh my god! The enemies that are giving you trouble. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. It's like the stage exit right here. You gotta be very careful. Very careful. Alright, word to the wise, a shitload of stuff is gonna pop out as soon as you make the jump. Oh my god, we made it. Oh my oh. A little eyeball peeking out there. We got high insight. She's just been standing here staring at him this whole time. That's what is even going on, man. Chaos. A dimension of pure chaos. Jacuyo! That's right. The antagonist from Ninja Gaiden 1 is back. This game takes place in Montreal. And I've got the dark power of evil. Yeah, I kind of wish they had kept Ashtar as the actual antagonist of this game, but nope, it's Jacuyo, he's back. This is the guy we were trying to kill in Ninja Gaiden 1, and then I failed at last time I played Ninja Gaiden on stream here. He's a French Canadian. Hey, some of the best people I know are French Canadian. Jacuyo is not one of them, though. Jacuyo, it's Jacques' brother from Twin Peaks. The final battle is gonna go down in One-Eyed Jacks. The age of eternal darkness. It is happening again. Ryu's all serious now. This is so stylish. The sprites look so fantastic. Alright. Here we go. Oh my god. Yeah, this is another fight where the ninja shades really come in handy. Let's see where it takes us. Game over. How far back? That's gonna determine whether or not we continue, I think. Oh my god, no! No, I don't wanna. Okay. I'm gonna give this one more try on this continue. Get to the boss, fight him. And if I fail, I think we'll probably move on to the next game, but let's do it. At least that fireball despawns once you get over here. It's a level of mercy usually not afforded in this game, as you can see. So while I make my way back over here, come up with something else to talk about. I watched the first half of the new Dune, and it's alright. I'm a fan of Lynch's original. But the new one, it certainly looks great. It's just, oh god, like some of other Denis Villeneuve, another French Canadian. Like his other films, I feel like it's a little cold in terms of the characterization, but yeah, not bad. See, I was planning on watching it a couple weeks ago, but I signed up for HBO Max and then saw The Sopranos, which I have watched before, and I was thinking, you know, I kind of want to watch The Sopranos again. So I just started watching that instead of Dune. Just finished season 1. Yes, just as fantastic as ever. Definitely top 3. Oh my, look at this. Top 3 television shows ever. For me, it's probably Golden Age of The Simpsons, Sopranos, and then most of Twin Peaks. Not all, but most. Things are not looking good here, huh? Is this? Yes! Health pickup. See, since we have the Shade Ninja, we can just kind of keep swinging. Because odds are Jacquio here will cross paths with that at some point. God, this is brutal. Oh my god. True, yeah, Dune's alright. Would have hoped it's a bit more exotic and colorful. Yeah, I agree. Sopranos is absolutely fantastic. There's no competition. It's one of the few shows that remains top-notch all the way through it. The only thing I don't look forward to in the later seasons is just how it gets very depressing. And it's not a quality thing, it's just as good as ever. It just becomes incredibly heavy as the show goes on. You have like the meta element of James Gandolfini not, you know, being with us anymore. Just makes it even trickier emotionally. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more try. One more try. Yeah, the color grading definitely becomes significantly more stylized by the time you get to the last few seasons. Thinking of the last scene between Tony and Junior. I'm going to be very careful with spoilers here because I think absolutely everyone should watch that, but it's a really good example of that. Very, very, very stylized in its color grading. Yeah, the ending. So, again, I don't want to say anything specific, and I want to ask you guys not to either, just because I would hate to spoil this for somebody. But I'm in the camp of... I like it a lot. I think it's perfect. Oh, these birds! I'm sorry. Holy shit! Look at this! No, no, I like the Sopranos ending a lot. I think it's perfect. It's just enough to kind of confirm whatever feelings you had as it was wrapping up. You know? I would love to say more about this specifically, but said, being one of the greatest series of all time, I would hate to spoil it for anyone. I'll pause it right here. Alright. I'm going to take 5. I know I just said this is going to be the last try, but I'm going to take a minute here. A little break. I'll be right back. Let me know what you guys think. Should I give this one more try? Or move on to the next game? Let me know. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Thank you very much for waiting. Let's see. Should move on, probably. Yeah, I agree. Probably should. Oh, what a shame. This is the last stage, I think. Yeah, I'll save here and I'll come beat it tomorrow morning or something. So one good thing about The Sopranos is how real the dream sequences feel. Perfectly captures dream logic and uneasiness. Absolutely. There's a scene in particular that I thought about recently that might be my vote for scariest scene in any media, any movie, TV show. The fact that obviously The Sopranos is not a horror TV series makes it all the more effective when it does happen. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a scene that happens with Paulie. He's alone in the Bing. He sees something, and it's very unusual, very unsettling. And if you look closely, we as the audience notice it before he does, which suggests that it's not a figment of his imagination. It's something that is actually existing in the universe. Which is just, God, it's like you see it and it's scary, and then you think about it and it makes it even worse. Shoot, the Olivia one? No, although that's creepy too. Ghost in the bar. Yeah, no, I don't want to say specifically. Yeah, it's in the Bing. Paulie's going in there. It's either very early in the morning or yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was watching it with my girlfriend at the time, and yeah, I noticed it, and then he turns and sees it, and it gets this reveal shot, and it's horrifying. And we both jumped, we've been just watching it all night, and I pointed out, I was like, did you see it in the mirror, though, first? She's like, no, I didn't, so I rewinded it and pointed it out to her, and she screamed. She just straight up, was terrified. Oh, so good. Masterpiece. Anyway, okay, so Ninja Gaiden 2, we gave up the last boss, the last stage, the last boss, just like we did with Ninja Gaiden 1, but it's a pretty good run. So, move on to our next game now. Another classic NES title. River City Ransom, oh yeah. Alex or Ryan? Yeah, true, exactly. That reflection. That scene with, Christopher coming out of talking about 3 o'clock and then all the various implications that might have going on. The way you could interpret that ending differently depending on how you consider that. Should I play as Alex or Ryan, you guys? Basically, it comes down to, do you want to wear a white t-shirt or a blue t-shirt? White t-shirt, blue pants, or white shirt, blue pants, or blue shirt, white pants? Question for the ages. We'll go with Ryan. I'm talking about Sopranos. I guess he looks vaguely more Italian, so we'll play as Ryan here. Mouse Ryan, hey! Perfect, it all worked out. I hold your city captive and Ryan's girlfriend hostage. With my gangs of students and evil bosses, nobody can stop me now. Meet my demands, or else. P.S. Alex and Ryan, if you interfere, you'll be in for the fight of your lives. ... Slick. This game is so good. Oh man, you can't top River City Ransom. They tried. They failed. You guys play this on the, there's a GBA re-release. Ran at a much better frame rate. Although they kept the the original like Japanese student uniforms for the sprites, which I thought was kind of a weird choice. I mean, it's authentic, but it's like part of the localization aspect is, you know, changing things like that. So I think it was a fair move here in the case of River City Ransom. But that was a great port. Or remake, if you want to call it that. Ran great. Had additional features like rolling out like building a gang to roll out with you as you play through the game. At the right pace too, so it was scaled really, really, you know, pretty smoothly. Homer-esque? Yeah, he is Homer-esque. Poor Alex, aka Kunio. Let's see, do we have enough money for Atomic Fist, is it? I believe it's called? Stone Hands. Stone Hands or Dragon Feet? I'll go Dragon Feet. Actually, no, I want Stone Hands. The things in which you must do, or otherwise the game becomes significantly harder. But not unplayable. Oh. Didn't mean to cue this up, but nice track here. Actually, I forgot one thing. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. We all wrote these passwords down. These insane long passwords. Okay, we already read Stone Hands. Very good. I'd be curious to know what the gang names were in the Japanese original. It's like a game of this era. This localization is so good. All things considered, you know? To take a game like this and adapt it so well into US culture, they really did a fantastic job. You consider most translations and localizations at the time, you know, you were lucky if it was even coherent, you know? You were lucky if it was spelled correctly. This, you got something that not only has a lot of character and has a solid presentation, but actually managed to adapt really, really smoothly into, you know, US culture versus the original Japanese. I actually have a box copy of this that I bought in the golden age of NES collecting, you know, the early 2000s. I think I paid like $6 for a box copy of this. I'm dead serious. I have this, I have a box copy of the NES Metal Gear that I got for $3. Copy of Final Fantasy 1 complete in the box. which is one of those games that has so much stuff crammed inside that box. Manual, maps, and all this stuff that you can barely fit. I think I paid $15 for. Similar things with Mario 3, Zelda 2, Maniac Mansion. I'm looking at them right now. I need some food. Shiz. Shewales. No, we're not gonna get filled up on onion soup. No. We need an all-American burger. Or an all-Chinese entree. Yes, this'll do. Give me that chow mein. Oh yeah. Let's also fill up on some fried rice. We're too poor. I kicked us out! I wanted to buy an egg roll. Oh, here's Moose. Punks can't pass. Don't even try or you'll leave on crutches. Great, yeah, this is one of the best localizations of the entire generation. Did an insanely good job. I believe our next stop is the park, right? Although we should probably go buy some more chow mein. You getting SMT5? Tried it on Friday, not really liking it, unfortunately. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I am planning on getting it. I'm just waiting for physical copies to show up around me, because I want to get the Steelbook. But there are no copies anywhere near me, so keep on waiting. I might have a hookup somebody online to get a copy for $50 for the Steelbook, so we'll see. But not yet. Food related, but I finally found some raw milk in my city and it kind of made me feel high. Wow. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I've ever had raw milk. I probably wouldn't have it now, but interesting. So it's one of those things, you know, culturally we are totally cool with drinking a protein fluid designed for babies of another species. You know, it's just one of those things where like, oh yeah, I'll drink cow milk. It's like, okay, would you drink rat milk? Would you drink monkey milk? Yeah, the emulation stuff, I gotta figure out that on the Switch. I looked into it earlier today, but it needed some, I don't know, the equivalent of like BIOS files. I was like, I don't want to mess around with this right now. If one of you wants to send me like a link to like a pre-compiled zip that has the emulator, the game, and anything else I might need, I'll happily take it, but I don't know. Yeah, same thing with Dread. I enjoyed it on the Switch, and fortunately it ran great on there. But if I can play a Switch game at higher resolution, better frame rate, better performance on my PC with no downsides, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why wouldn't I? Give me my egg roll. Now, Dread, I'm probably going to play again for like a month or two, and I'm going to go for, I'm going to play it on hard mode, and go for 100%. I think it was like 60 something, my first playthrough a few weeks ago, but by the way, this dialogue, I'm Roxy, Slicks Babe. Those identical dinks are good kidnappers. Yeah, as far as owning a Switch goes, at this point, it's just for the multiplayer. I mean, if you can emulate it, you know, definitely go that route. You know, if you can play the game in high resolution, better frame rate, why wouldn't you? But I still want to be able to play Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, so I won't be selling mine anytime soon. I'm exhausted and all punched out. Payphones. Oh man. One of those things. I can't even remember the last time I saw one. Okay, now it's back to the park. After kicking their ass. Asses, excuse me, asses in plural. Tendy's gonna seethe hard when Breath of the Wild 2 runs better on PC, like a week before official release. Oh, I can't wait. Not for the seething, but just for the playing of the game. I played through most of Breath of the Wild on the Switch when it came out, but recently I tried setting it up on Cemu. All tricked out, 4K, 60 FPS. Oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait to replay it like that. I might even finish it this time. Frat guys. Excuse me, fraternity. Did you guys know it's apparently... I don't know if this is still the case, but it was when I was in college, apparently. It's offensive to call fraternities frats. According to the frat guys I talked to about this. And I asked why, their explanation was, well, you wouldn't call your country... Well, I'm sure you can go from there. But it's like, well, no, I wouldn't, but that's not a normal abbreviation for that word. Whereas frat is a pretty normal abbreviation for fraternity. No, they take it very seriously. I'll tell you, the frat parties I went to in college were definitely some of the strangest. Good and bad. Oh, maybe not the park yet. Is that the guy inside the tire factory? I think is next. Go inside the bathroom and buy some crack. No. True, as long as you're not one of those people that turn on shaders of Breath of the Wild. No, I'm not. No, I always go very... If I ever mess with, like, reshade or anything like that, I always go very, very subtle. I can't stand those, like, 2021, like, max mod Skyrim. And, like, they have shit like the depth of field cranked so high that your guy is, like, basically nearsighted. Like, everything that's not within 1 foot of your face is completely blurred. And then everything is, like, a blown out, like, mega saturated, high contrast mess. No, I'm not one of those guys. I did use reshade though when I was capturing footage for the next video, but as you'll see in probably about a week or so, I think I applied it pretty tastefully. I don't want to elaborate anymore because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise what the game is, but you'll see. Moose, here we go again. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, while I make my way to the next boss here, I'll tell you guys a little story about Nuclear Spy here. No, one of those fraternity parties I went to back in the day. I went with a friend of mine who, he's a great guy, great friend, but kind of would go a little crazy, you know, once he would start drinking. And, he liked to fight. But he had just purchased a brand new hat that he liked a lot. I really like this hat, okay? So we were there, you know, we were there for a few hours hanging out, everyone's partying. And, a couple hours, you know, and the party starts getting shut down. You know, there are these guys like coming into each room like, alright, that's it, everybody get out of here. For whatever reason. So they're kicking everybody out. And we get wind that maybe cops are on the way too. So like, okay, let's get out of here. So we're looking around for my friend, Matt. I find my other friend, Bob, who's absolutely plastered. Like, he can't tell left from right, much less, like, find our friend. But, like, come on, man, we gotta get out of here. We gotta find Matt. And, you know, we're looking around for him, and I find his hat in the basement. Like, oh, that's weird. Found his hat, but where's Matt? And, you know, so, like, okay, maybe he's outside. We've looked everywhere else in this huge frat house. Like, oh, let's go outside. We walk outside, and we see this, like, circle of guys, like, around something. It's like, oh, God. There's probably some dudes fighting. And we get a little closer, take a look at what's going on, and all these guys are circled around Matt, who has this other guy in a headlock, and I shouldn't laugh. Like, this isn't funny, but he's got him in a headlock. Hey, Alto, how's it going? Matt has him in a headlock, and he's just beating the shit out of it. He's fighting this guy. He's just punching him in the face, and he's like, "Where's my hat? Where's my hat?" I said, "Matt, I've got your hat right here." And he looks over at me, and he's like, he can't even see straight, of course. Like, go. And he just, like, lets the guy go. Like, he's got him at headlock. He just, like, releases him, and the guy just, like, crumples onto the ground. And we got out of there. Crazy. A lot of wild stories with that guy. Alto, though, welcome. Sorry you had to join in the middle of that kind of unpleasant story. But thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Yeah, there are a few years of my life that were a little sketchy. I mean, the kinds of things that are mostly funny in retrospect, but were a little intense. Matt, I haven't seen him in a few years now, but one of the funniest guys I've ever met. And it's strange, too, like, you meet him, your first impression might be, you know, like, oh, this guy is, like, kind of like a bro, or whatever. But then you get to know him, you know, you start talking to him more and more, and it's like, no, this guy's deep. You know, this guy, he's a smart guy. He, is very interesting guy, but also, like I said, one of the funniest people I've ever met. Many, many, many good stories with Matt. Oh yeah. What's the deal with frats and hazing? Not from the US. Heard some hazing horror stories though. Strange. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's a thing. I never participated in any myself. I went to plenty of frat parties, but I never joined a frat. I never did any of that stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's everything you've heard is probably true. It's a combination of, I think, young guys like wanting to kind of like prove themselves, or like kind of, you know, just your late teens, your early 20s. A big part of that experience, I think, is trying to like form your identity. And that kind of, these like communities, I mean, in a way, you know, can be very appealing. But I think it's, I'm sounding like a total nerd right now trying to explain this. But I think that combination of like young, like wannabe machismo combined with lots and lots of alcohol can lead to some pretty extreme results. say it's not just men though. I mean, I've heard and seen plenty of crazy stuff happen in the sororities as well. Oh boy. My advice to anyone entering college or in college, have fun, party, be responsible. I mean, you probably don't need to join a fraternity, but if you do, just remember, you know, you don't have to do the crazy shit for people to like you, okay? Also being the alpha. Yeah, definitely part of it. Yeah, one thing I will say about this game, fortunately we're not experiencing right now, is the amount of slowdown you start experiencing if you're playing co-op. Like, we're kind of getting a little bit of it here and there, but it's not too bad, single player. But I was kind of a drag playing this multiplayer sometimes back in the day, because that slowdown kind of dragged it down a bit. Surprise, Rocco! Sherman Park, there it is. Yeah, we can head back. Well, let's remember, the alpha male always risks his well-being for shits and giggles. Yeah, of course. Come on, dude, you gonna light your nuts on fire or what? Oh god, the mob. Talking about Sopranos, here they are. Tony! Oh! Wham! Look at that. Destroyed. That's alright, we gotta head back this direction anyway. Now, what's great about the guys who do that kind of thing is that you don't have to do it. You get to laugh at it, and then you have a great story to tell later without actually having to have done this crap. Bleed. The name's Bleed. Oh, he's tough. Yeah, the mob, the zombies, and the cowboys are like the craziest gangs in this game from what I can remember. Yeah, he just kicked my ass. It's generic dudes. I really wish we could get some more interviews with game devs back in the day. There's a great website, shmuplations.com or .org. I don't know. If you Google shmuplations, like SHMUPLATIONS, you'll find it. But they do a lot of great translations for these old school Japanese only interviews, old school game developers, and it's a goldmine. But I don't think I've ever seen one with any of the developers of the Kunio series here. Like, I would love to see what they were thinking when they were developing this game, for example. The Jackass movies. Yeah. No, perfect. It's like time capsule of culture at the time. It's insane how much things have changed in just 15 years or so. And I'm 31. You know, I graduated from college in 2014. And I feel like American culture now is just in that short amount of time. World's different than it was. How much money we got? Not much. Not much. What else is new? Although, the best grinding spot in the game right here. Let's whip on Bonnie and Clyde again. Excuse me, Benny and Clyde. Total pushovers. But drop a decent amount of change. considering how fast you can whoop them. Yeah, not bad at all. Look at that. Alright, that's $16 in the 80s books. Probably be like, what, 50, 60 now? Barf! God, this game is awesome. I want to get the power-up that lets you, like, smash the dude with another dude at, like, rapid speeds. Yeah, it's called Grinder. No, but really, though. Shit. Homeboy's turf. Oh, no! Ryan fell into the pit. Another piece of retro gaming news that I saw today that will probably be of interest to a very select amount of people, but I figured I'd share it nonetheless. Pseudo Saturn Kai, which is one of the methods of playing like backup games on the Saturn, was updated today and added additional compatibility for a lot of things, but it added JHL support for some games on the original Model 1 Sega Saturns, the Japanese models, the gray and blue ones, had problems with that loader for some reason, so there are certain games you couldn't play at all with Pseudo Saturn, including, probably most notably, Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is supposed to be like a great RPG, one of the best games in the system, and now I can play that, so I'm excited. I'm probably still going to buy the ODE for the Saturn Fenrir, but in the meantime, that's a really nice bit of news. Say the Saturn, that's a sick system. You know, I never played one when I was younger, but you know, having gotten one relatively recently, there's a lot of great games on that. I bought a fat stack of Japanese Saturn games too, because they're so much cheaper in comparison to the US games, for the most part. And I'm kind of trying to get away from buying physical games for, like, for older stuff. You know, when I have all these flashcards and ODEs now, but those are some sexy games. No idea what any of that is. Other than Panzer Dragoon. Yeah. Well, there were the original two Panzer Dragoon games, right? Which are kind of like... Oh, you know what they are. It's the original two. Well, Panzer Dragoon Saga. It's like the third game, and it's an RPG. It's like a turn-based RPG, from what I gather. And it's really well regarded by retro gamers, from what I understand. But, yeah, there's a few methods now to play backup Saturn games. There's quite a few. You know, there's Pseudo Saturn Kai, which is... It's like a cartridge that goes into, like, the memory expansion slot in Saturn. And, you load its firmware onto it, and it basically lets you back up burned discs, or play burned discs. So, that's one way to do it. You can get, there's lots of different carts out there, but the good ones have switches where you can switch between, you know, like the 1 megabyte expansion mode, 4 megabyte expansion mode, and save, an additional, like, save storage mode, while still giving you that Pseudo Saturn capability. But there's other methods now too. There's the mode, the Fenrir, and those are optical drive emulators, so you have to take out the disk drive of your Saturn and you put in like an SD card reader in. That's what those are. And it just reads the games off an SD card. There's also the satiator, which plugs into the expansion port on the back, but compatibility isn't quite as good as the other ones. But I've had my eye on the Fenrir for a while, but I saw recently that some UK developer guy is coming up with a solution so you can keep your disk drive and have the Fenrir installed simultaneously. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So I'm waiting for that. So that should be pretty sweet. Now, if we ever do a Saturn stream again, there's a game called Princess Crown that looks really nice. Yeah, it does. That's on my list. I'll definitely be doing more Saturn streams in the future. Yeah, Troop, did you see, you guys should definitely, if you're not already, you should check out this guy, Nerl. He's the guy who did the Majora's Mask texture pack, that really, like, fantastic, faithful texture pack for Majora's Mask, but he also covers on his YouTube channel lots of topics like that. And he actually posted a video today, you know, not only talking about the, well, primarily talking about Nintendo Switch Online, the expansion pack, and how, you know, crap the N64 emulation is, but, you know, just like in comparison to all these free fan emulators, yeah, it's like the same point you're making there. They've been working on them for many, many years. Saturn emulation, yeah, I tried this. My Saturn exposure started a few months ago. It was actually with a suggestion again of Smoking Spoon. I tried it out, but yeah, it's gotten pretty good from what I've tried. The emulator I used was Mednafen, and it was really good. It seemed totally accurate in the games I played, and I mean, now having a Saturn, a physical Saturn, and a bunch of those same games, now physical copies, the emulation was totally spot on. So yeah, Mednafen. And on that note, let me get my ass kicked. Yeah, that tunnel seems to be a hotspot for the really high-level gangs. Oh, that's where you got the line. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? It all comes full circle, just like Elden Ring. Yeah, he's great. No, oh my god. The next time I play Majora's Mask, I'm definitely gonna be rocking that texture pack. It's just, the thing is with all like fan-made texture packs, a lot of the time they're totally unfaithful to the source material. It's one of those cases where it's like the higher degree of like density and pixel count in the textures, the better, you know. Art style be damned, but he manages to really nail it, you know, while upgrading that texture resolution. He really did a fantastic job. To the extent that the first video I made on this channel was a showcase for an Ocarina of Time texture pack. And since then, that pack has gotten many, many updates. Almost all of which have been incorporating, with permission, Nerl's work on Majora's Mask. Like, things that would, you know, double for Ocarina of Time would still work. I have to say though that even though the effort is commendable, the Ishii pack is a bit for me. Some good, not so much. Still a lot better than you usually see though. Yeah, I agree. I do want to try it out myself, but I've been kind of entering a different mindset with this stuff overall lately. I was just like yesterday, or was it this morning? It's all a blur. No, I was trying out I was checking out Demon Souls in 4K again on RPCS3, and I was shifting back and forth between playing it in 4K and playing it in 720p, its original render resolution. And I was thinking, like, the clarity of 4K is nice, but is it better than 720p? Is it more flattering to this game overall than the 4K? Well, in terms of like technical stuff, the texture, like visibility, yeah. But I don't know. I was kind of going back and forth. I think both have their appeal. There's something about, I'm just going to like a Demon's Souls tangent here. The kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it griminess of 720p overall with the art style of that game. It kind of works really well. But on the other hand, and it looks great in 4K. So I don't know, I'm rambling. Sorry. Spice mistake. True, but I think AI upscaling has more potential since it doesn't take human bias into account, if that makes sense. I think the best of both worlds is upscaling with human approval, basically. Like doing the upscaling and then going back through it, cleaning stuff up. The last time I played through the original Final Fantasy VII, I used a texture pack by Satsuki, I believe the user is named, and yeah, it was all done through various forms of 4K AI upscaling for the backgrounds and the battle screen textures. But they went back through and made sure that everything like looked good. They cleaned up like any kind of like the wonkiness or like the weird kind of like liquid stuff that can kind of happen sometimes with edges. It really looked fantastic. Yeah, other than playing it on the good old PS1, if you're going to play through Final Fantasy VII again, that's how I would recommend playing it. On PC with Satsuke's... Oh my god. I was about to die by running into a construction block. Satsuke's upscale pack. Either that or the new threat mod by... What is the guy's name? It's like Sega something. If you look up the QHIMM forums, you'll find that stuff. But the new threat mod for FF7 is insane. It adds tons of new content in a totally great way. Very faithful. But new bosses, rebalanced mechanics, tons of new side quests, just lots of really, really cool stuff. Highly recommended. Played through that a couple years ago. Anyone who's a fan of FF7 should definitely check that out. Probably the single best mod for any Final Fantasy game. Other than Bronze Final Fantasy for the first one, but... Sega Chief, that's his name. Yeah, AI upscaling textures has a lot of potential. Another one I played a couple years ago was Mystical Ninja starring Gomon for the N64. I played through that with... I think the guy's name, YouTube channel is like Gaming Revived or something. And did a lot of AI texture upscales for N64 games and other systems too, but the one for Mystical Ninja, it looked really great. You know, because it had a stylized, pretty, you know, cartoonish art style to begin with. So it jived really, really well with what the AI upscaling did to it. I was actually planning on doing a video with all that footage, and I never ended up getting around to it, but I still have it. So maybe someday I'll do that. Here we go, Benny and Clyde again. Just as pathetic as they were last time. Health Club. Pop's Health Club. You guys ready for some scandalous NES content? Here we go. Oh yeah. Scrub it. Texture repacks for early 3D games are funny in general, like 4K textures on low poly meshes, kind of like realistic texture. Yeah, I agree. There's a very delicate balance to be struck there. I think the best of both worlds is kind of maintaining that, you know, low pixel density look, but I don't know, it's a good example. I think a really good example of that style in a professional product would be the Banjo-Kazooie port that was initially on the 360. You know, it was running in 1080p, but it's, you know, the OG N64 assets, but running in 1080p with really smooth anti-aliasing. It's a really fine line between like hyper sharp and soft. You know what I mean? Like it's high definition, but it doesn't look harsh at all. It's really smooth looking presentation. I think that nailed it. And again, if you play that on the Xbox One X or the Series X, like I recently did on the One X, it scales all the way up to 4K and it still looks pretty good. Just using things like really subtle bloom, you know. It's kind of like trying to get the best of both worlds. Like the clarity and resolution of modern monitors combined with the really nice color and soft, like phosphorescent bloom of a CRT. I think that's the best way to go for games like that, of that generation. Did I ever see the raw original textures for some of... Yeah, Mario 64, yes I did. I'm fascinated by that stuff. I love it. One of my favorite games of all time, so I absolutely hoover up any kind of detail I can find like that. Oh no! These fools can't get me. Get real. Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be doing... I'll do a stream on the Mario 64 PC port, but with that ray tracing mod that Dario is working on, that I think is just beautiful. It's very fascinating. I love that look. I wish there were more commercial games made that looked like that. But no, I'll do a stream for that. Finally get a chance to put my 3080 to work a little bit. Oh, nice. I didn't lose out on the coin because it went in too soon. That's nice. So you mentioned monitors. Damn, HDR is a scam, a very complex scam, at least for the vast majority of PC monitors. I think in the realm of PC monitors it is. I have a pretty nice TV that I can definitely notice a positive difference with HDR content, but I have seen lots of crappy both computer monitors and consumer televisions that it's just junk. It's trash. My parents, God love them, is a good example of that. Like they went and bought, as they usually do, you know, like the cheapest, you know, big TV at Best Buy or whatever. Well, it's got a 4K HDR, and it's like, okay, it's technically 4K, and it has HDR, but its implementation of the HDR is trash. Like the contrast is horrible. The image is totally washed out. There are many things you should be getting right before you consider HDR, but it's a mixed bag out there. It's a Wild West right now for sure. Okay, I think I have to go back to the factory before I hit up River City High, I think. I'm raking in the dough though, 33 bucks. True, yeah, you're right, exactly. not only is there no standard, but then you have things like, even on a good, proper 4K HDR set, you're playing back content and it's like, oh, is it HDR10? Is it Dolby Vision? It's like, is the implementation of this, it's all over the place. It's totally unstandardized. Yeah, OLEDs are definitely the way to go, for sure. Someday. Alice, hi, I got to go now. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for joining as always, pal. Always a pleasure. Hope you have a good night. See you later. Now let's make this jump. Nope. Am I missing something? Also, modding games is something I'd love to do, but sadly I have zero programming knowledge. Well, a nice place to start is just kind of like looking at game configuration files. There's a lot you can do just by modifying values in config files. But beyond that, the standardization of game engines nowadays is kind of helpful in certain aspects to modding. Oh my god. This isn't affecting you guys on your end, but the component cables I have connected on my CRT I'm playing on. Junk. HD Retrovision, I'm gonna say it, you guys are kind of overrated. Get my ass kicked by the mob here. Bernie. I'm out of here. CD seller. It's interesting, this is a game from like 1989. Pretty cutting edge, talking about CDs. Toys galore. Techno belt. I gotta buy that. That sounds cool. Contrast ratio and local dimming. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, my TV right now is still an LCD, but it has really great local dimming, which is, like you said, a massive help just in terms of overall presentation. Alright, let's try my techno belt and lamb leg. Yeah, it's hard to think. Maybe someday I'll give up my CRTs, but it's gonna take a very expensive OLED and then some really advanced shaders, CRT shaders via emulation for me to do that. Or if not via emulation, then something I can apply to, an upscaler device. Like a future RetroTink or OSSC Pro or something. Here he is. Total accident, but we found him. It's like playing a game like Silent Hill 2. I mean, any horror game, but especially something like that. Factory's back then. where the presentation of the black levels are so crucial to the overall presentation of the game. You know, can't go wrong with a CRT, but on such a huge variety of modern LCD monitors, that game is going to look so much worse. Even being rendered in, you know, modern resolutions via the PC version or emulation. So it's funny, like we had such like great black levels in monitors 20, 30 years ago, and we're just now with OLED getting back to that same level. Is this the right room in the factory? I think it is. Thor, where are you? AI is not bad in this either. Is this the right factory though? I'm gonna look this up. Just to minimize the downtime here. Turk and Mojo. Oh, alright. Yeah, we're going the right way. This way. Probably gonna get my ass kicked because I've got no health. We'll do our best. Throw him to his death. Oh no! Throw myself to my death. Alright, let me try and just clear through this pretty quickly because we're getting close to the end of the game. I don't want to spend too much more time just running around here. This game is really, really good about the downtime aspect. Like death, you know, obviously as a punishment you lose half of the money you're carrying, which is a big deal, but it doesn't waste a ton of your time. It's like it's very, very ahead of its time. Game design. Thor. Oh, take this guy out. These two guys. Anybody else? Damn. I missed a zombie. We missed the boss. What do you guys think? Should I go take on this other guy, finish this game up, or should I play something else? So let me know. Totally up to you. Oh no. We're to suicide. Shortcut. This game really isn't too long, all things considered. Troop, move on. Okay then. This is where we just took out the other guy. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. I think this is where the other guy is. Let me just see. Yes, there he is. Hey dude, it's party time. This guy's a freak. Got that right. There we go. Alright, back to the factory. Yeah, once we take him out, it's on to River City High. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this just for a little bit. Because I think I might be able to beat this in like the next 10 minutes. We'll see. Yes. There he is. Thor. Oh shit. I don't know if that counts as death. Let's see. Maybe not. Either way. Let's take him out the right way. Oh. Oh, I did it again! Alright. Let's take out Thor for real. One must fall. Close. I thought I was going off that edge. Yes. Yes, River City High. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nah, we don't need any of these. You really don't need both stone hands and dragon feet. Can I get a smile? There you go. Isn't that nice? Gets a couple chick witches. One for here and one to go. Actually, give me some of that. No, give me some combos. Alright. Let's rock. Pass these fools. Head over to River City High. Yeah, we're close to the end here. Can beat this in just a couple minutes. Ivan. Nice hair, Ivan. Oh, he's running. Running for those brass knuckles. Yes. You are worthy enemy. You might get lucky. I was gonna say bad translation, maybe the one example of that, but given his name is Ivan, I guess maybe it would make sense for him to talk like that if he's like a Russian kid or something. Yeah, we're gonna clear this game out real quick. Next boss. Yo, no dirty shoes in my clean gym floor. This guy will be played by Stallone in the movie. Assuming the movie was filmed in the late 70s. Early 80s. Yes. Gonna fight the Double Dragon Boys in a sec. First, we gotta get upstairs. There we go. Take out some cowboys. First, we'll eat some chicken. And then we'll fight some cowboys. Ooh. Bubba. Here they are. Got the theme song and everything. Be me and Jimmy. They are badass, as you might imagine, as the Double Dragon should be. Do the anime run. Okay, that'll do it for River City Ransom, but they're the second to last boss in the game. You beat them, and then you fight. Oh, what am I talking about? Let me just finish this game. We're so close. Let me get this another shot. It's like you fight them, you fight one more guy after that, who's much easier than they are, and that's it. Game's over. I can do this. Pretty good game overall. Yeah, absolutely. This game's classic. And this has 2-player co-op. I was saying earlier, if you play the OG NES cartridge, it has a bit of slowdown sometimes when you're playing 2-player, but I would imagine there's probably a ROM patch, at the very least. Maybe switches it over to one of the more advanced NES mappers. Play on an OG hardware with no slowdown. Or at the very least, just emulate it. Oh my god. Kick my ass. But yeah. Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, you beat them, and then there's one more guy after that. And he's a cakewalk after those two. And then that's it. You rescue your girlfriend. And everyone's happy. All the gangs get... I think in the ending it literally says something like... all the gangs get full scholarships to their colleges. And it's all good. Party now, study later. Did I ever try Lisa? No, I haven't played that. I've seen it, heard about it, but I haven't played it. I should. You know what? I'm gonna make a note right now. Play that. I've been recommended some really cool games on stream here before, thanks to you guys. Let me add that to the list. It's another one, speaking of Narrow, I think he covered that in a video one time, right? Alright, River City Ransom. Save state for posterity's sake. And go on to the next game. Close. Yes. Let's see. My list here. A couple very similar games. Let's play a little bit of the NES Demon Souls, aka Wizards and Warriors. Game that, if nothing else, definitely has a neat presentation. Music by David Wise. Yes, that David Wise. Let me turn it down a little bit, it's a little loud. Yeah, here we go. The OG. The fluted night set and everything. See, this is what Elden Ring needed. Jumping around on a bunch of tree stumps. Your full plate armor. They did add to the jumping though, so maybe they were onto something. They played some of this. And we gotta find a tree to go inside. Oops. Faxendu, yeah, I need to check that out. I have the ROM downloaded here. I could play that after this. The sword is interesting in this. It's like you have, when you're on ground, you can swing your sword around. But while you're in the air, your character also kind of juts his sword up automatically, just by jumping. And that counts as doing damage. Oh god. need 100 gems to enter my tree. Thou hast discovered the dagger of throwing. Yeah, get those gems. I want to hear the Princess Rescued theme. Then I'll move on to the next game. That's really all I want to hear. How many gems did we need? 100? Picture like Miyazaki in like college playing something like this. Getting inspired. I know his big one was Ico. And he was into gaming before that, but he said that was the one that really brought him back into the fold of gaming and made him interested in the current like scene. $100, yeah. Weird. $100 gems. Victory Yo, is this Elden Ring? It is. I got into the network test. I got out of bounds. And as you can see, we're starting to see some pretty crazy shit. Now, Victor, welcome, pal. I was actually wishing you had... I was saying earlier I was playing Ninja Gaiden, and I was like, oh, if only Victor were here, he'd know what to do. I got pretty close to beating Ninja Gaiden 2, but not quite. Alright, we got 100 gems, though. We can move on. No, this is the Demon Souls beta. Just got leaked. I personally broke into FromSoft HQ. Broke into Miyazaki's laptop. Now, in all seriousness though, in terms of like game prototypes that would be insane to see, Demon Souls is... Oh my god. Before Miyazaki got on board with that game, you know, the development wasn't going well, which I've, you know, has been stated plenty of times before, but the game was kind of commissioned by Sony as basically like an Elder Scrolls competitor. So it was originally first person, and looking at some of the concept art and some of the stuff that you can see in the intro to the game, you can see some of these elements that are clearly, you know, inspired by that, and maybe by extension, Lord of the Rings. Gondor. Oh my god. This is like those alabaster white walls. The big white pearl. Kind of look. There we go, Bed of Chaos. We're sliding down to fight it right now. The Wand of Wonder. See the skulls stuck in the dirt over there? Got some fossilized stuff going on. The boss. The evil. Got him. Oh, listen to this track we're about to hear. This is what I wanted to hear. Oh. It didn't loop nearly long enough. Damn it. I mentioned that band, The Advantage, before. They did their second album, Elf-titled. The last track on it is a medley suite of some tracks from this game. Oh my god, it's incredible. But it ends with a version of that song we just heard there, that rescue theme. It's incredible. Yeah, look up The Advantage, Wizards and Warriors, and listen to that. You'll love it. But now that we've rescued one maiden, I think we're good. So I'm going to move on to the next game. Gonna kind of continue the quasi theme of martial arts, ninja stuff, maybe, kind of. Kung Fu. Pretty sweet game. This is one of those early NES games, the black box ones, where the cover art was kind of some of the sprite art in game, but a little stylized, but against kind of like the, you know, star background or what have you. And one of the first NES games I played. Definitely fond of this one. As when you fight the bosses, it actually kind of turns into a fighting game style where your character here still faces the enemy as he backs up. Kind of neat. I mean, this is like prehistoric, you know, Cro-Magnon ancestor of your modern fighting game. This is like 86, 85, 86. Yeah, if the last game was Demon Souls, this is the Sekiro equivalent. If only you had a sword. Well, I guess Ninja Gaiden would have been the Sekiro equivalent. This is doing a Kaistis build. See, a game originally an arcade game and very, very short as a result. So that's stage 2 out of 5. That NES laugh you've heard in 100 other games. Sylvia. Punching children. It's all in a day's work for Thomas here. I do like the mechanics of this. It's nice and simple, but nice and tight. So I think that probably like the best thing a lot of games of this era could aim for, you know? It's like making the most out of what you have available. Just absolutely punch the shit out of his nuts. And that's it. Doing good. Doing very good. Oh god. Look how much damage these beats do. The points calculation is fun too. It's like getting more points for the flashier the move is. I don't know what that was about. He grabbed your kneecap, Thomas. It was all over. Kick the bees. That's like down-sampled Bruce Lee samples. Alright, here we go. The magician boss. Piece of cake. Another demon slain. That's right, Alto. Add one more to the list. So, this is the last stage we're entering now. Can we save Sylvia? We're about to find out. I really like the colors in this game too. Obviously very simple, but nice, bold, effective. Shit. Those knives do a lot of damage. That looks a little silly, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. It looks like Link. Link in a karate G. Alright, we gotta save our health for Mr. X up there. Ooh! Oh no. The more simplistic soundtracks of the NES. Oh! Oh, we get one more try? Yes, here we go. Last life. Make a break. I think as long as I don't get hit by any of the knives from the knife guys. Other than that one, we should be fine. Oh. Acrobat kids. All right, here we go again. Patience will win the fight. He's jumping over my kicks. Oh. Oh, well. That was pretty good, but we failed. Kung Fu. Great game. Alright. Our next one, a little bit more substantial. Oh, I mentioned Faxanadu. Faxanadu? Faxanadu. Faxanadu. Let's check it out. Cool music. Sounds a little loud on my end, but let me know this is too loud for you guys. Can you still hear me? Now this is Elden Ring. There it is. There's the big tree. I've been on a long journey. I came back to my hometown to find it almost deserted. The people and the walls are crumbling. I wonder what happened. All good. Okay, great. Fax anal, dude? What? Fax anal. I want you to see the king right away, although you've just arrived. Simpsons alien. Can't fight him. There is a mark of Jack by the keyhole. Okay. Don't have negative thoughts. Remember your mantra. Okay. If you're going to see the king, take this ring. This Elden ring. This ring will identify you. Tarnished one, don't lose it. Ring of Elf. Oh, thanks a lot. No item. No armor. No weapon. No shield. No magic. Okay, I've got the ring equipped. The building kind of looks like a face. There are many rings with different magic. Look for them one by one. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a real sink your teeth into it kind of game, huh? You'll only get frustrated if you just walk around. The dwarves are robbing the elves' money and jewelry. Ain't that a bee? Dried meat to bring energy for 50 golds? Question mark? This is not enough golds. You know, I think I have 0 golds. I want you to, yeah, see the king. Gotcha. Man the door. Alright, sealed. Wrong way. Can go this way? Mr. Keys! Smoking a blunt. Hello, I sell keys. What would you like? I don't have anything to buy or sell. Nello, I sell tools. What would you like? I'm broke. I can't afford anything. The dwarves are already in town. It looks like the end is near. I need some stuff. It's the truth. I've never played this, just throwing it out there. All I know is the Hollow Knight devs like it. Hey, I mean, seems pretty interesting so far. I shall give you magic for 200 golds. This is not enough golds. No, it's not. Anyone want to give me gold? Do you want a martial art lesson for 200 golds? Yeah, no. Wait, this looks like a castle? The king is waiting for you inside Lothric Castle. Here you go. Glad you could come. Disaster has befallen us. The elf fountain water, our life source, has stopped. The wells are drying up. Many men went out and nobody came back. You are our last hope. I shall give you 1,500 golds. Oh, wow. Okay, prepare your journey with this money. It will be a dangerous journey. Take care of yourself. Awesome. Got any more? You are the king, after all. No. Looking forward to good news. I'm looking forward to more money, but we can't win them all, can we? Alright, now we've got the golds. No, I want a sword and armor, is what I want. We jump over the Koopas. Speaking of Koopas, I mentioned earlier I've been playing through Mario RPG again. God, does that game hold up. That is one of the best JRPGs ever made. It's so good. Came here to buy. Sent here from the king himself. I kind of wanted something more badass than a dagger, but I'll take it. This was like one of the many games influenced by Zelda 2. Am I equipping the dagger? No? I don't seem to be equipping the dagger. Oh, there we go. I guess he de-equips it when you're in businesses? What have you got, pal? Key J. Yeah, I bet you got the J key, don't you? I'll take it. I'm sure I'm gonna need it. Don't try too hard. Alright. A meteorite fell into the world tree. I'm telling you, this is Elden Ring! Havoc. At the end of the confusion, the dwarves of the underworld came up and attacked the elves. Nobody knows the reason. Yes, he just told me that. Dried meat to bring energy? Sure. Thanks. Go straight ahead and you'll find the town of Apaloon. Now we can kill this fool. Yes. It's Jack. Don't I have the key? Yes. I've used key. Excellent. Now we're making progress. Jesus, it literally is Elden Ring. There's tons of lore about meteorites and celestial stuff. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's gonna pull some wild Bloodborne style stuff in the second part of that game. I think it will, but I'm really hoping based on what I've seen. Just straight up go to the moon. Go to space. Pull some Book of the New Sun stuff. Oh, I would love that. That might make it the perfect game. I'm climbing. Here we go. This is definitely an interesting game. Let's see. It's obviously harder in this kind of context to give something, I guess, a fair shake. It's a little bit more of a hardcore title. But it definitely seems interesting. I hope so. I want to go to the moon. Man, I gotta get back into Final Fantasy XIV. The new expansion is dropping pretty soon, and that's straight up going to the moon. Do you want to buy death? I can't afford either of these things, unfortunately. I want some armor because I feel like you're inevitably going to get some cooler stuff than the toga you seem to be wearing. Next town. A real heavy fixation on space and cosmology. Very cool. That is very cool. Victor will be with the return of Moongrass in the series. Well, let's see. I'm going to save this here, though. I'm going to switch to the next game. But this does seem interesting. I'm going to revisit this at some point. I just want to go with something a little bit more action-heavy right now. So I'm going to play some Mega Man 3. Played some Mega Man 2 a few months ago, and that was awesome. Let's play some Mega Man 3. Thoughts on Paper Mario? The only Paper Mario I've played is the N64 one when it came out, and I thought it was a great game. I'd like to revisit it at some point. I haven't played none of the other ones. I've heard Thousand Year Door is supposed to be fantastic. I have a copy of it. At least I have the disc anyway, but yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, Thousand Year Door is supposed to be like a masterpiece, right? Best title song ever. I played this one before I played Mega Man 2, and I gotta say, some of the music in this is really killer. Troop, speaking of Elden Ring, test just started. Bye, lads. Hey, enjoy it, Troop. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me, but have fun. I was gonna say though, the soundtrack for this one is really killer, and I'm gonna pick Magnet Man to start. This song might be my favorite in the entire series, other than maybe Wily Castle 1 from Mega Man 2. I had a MIDI of this on a GeoCities page I made back in like 1999. Anyone else here ever make a GeoCities page? God, what a throwback. Hardcore nostalgia. Oh, this controller's messing up. Can't do my slides. God, this music. Oh, man. Listen to this. Love it. But yeah, Alto, what do you think about Paper Mario? So I've played, like, out of the Mario RPGs, I've played Super Mario RPG, which is still my favorite overall. Paper Mario on the N64. I played the first Mario and Luigi RPG, Superstar Saga. They're all great games, but I still gotta say, Super Mario RPG is still my top dog. I gotta play Thousand Year Door. Oh boy, here we go. The play killer right here. Might have to hit the reset button in a sec. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. We got it. Yes. No! Yeah, let's check out Hard Man. Hard Man. Beavis and Butthead joke. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a cool track. I was playing Mega Man 10 on the Xbox a few days ago. That game has some really killer music. I forget the whatever boss character, but the one that's like all streets and stuff. Let me look this up. Hold on. So I know what I'm talking about. Mega Man 10. Nitro Man. The Nitro Man theme from Mega Man 10 is incredible. Talk about doing justice to the OG series. What's going on here, though? Thinking I need one of the special items to move forward here. That's okay. I basically just wanted to hear Magnet Man's theme. That's really why I loaded this game up, to be honest with you. But that's alright. We'll try one more stage. Try and at least make it to a boss. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go with... I think Needleman had some sweet music. Let's check him out. Rush, right. Yep. My bad. No, not one of the better themes. This part of the track's not bad. Pwned. I'm fading fast. No, I'm starting a little tired. My gaming skills are rapidly dwindling. So what I think I'm gonna do is switch to the last challenge of tonight, which is a game I've played quite a few times now on stream. It's almost, anytime I'm playing NES games, it's almost like a tradition now to hit it up. And that game, of course, is Marble Madness. So let's see how we do. Haven't been able to beat it on stream yet. Let's see if I can do it tonight. See, this game really isn't too bad until the very end. It's that last section of the last stage, or almost similar to Mega Man, with the disappearing platforms, where it really becomes insane. Also a little frustrating when you're moving so fast that the game won't scroll and give you a break. So far, so good, though. Knock on wood. Famous last words. So I've said this before, but each time you finish a stage, that time carries over in addition to the bonus you get, or like the bare minimum of time they give you for each new stage. Shit. Oh my god. The MC Escher nightmare that is Marble Madness. Has 3D graphics. It's the kind of game that I wish someone like Salvador Dali had lived long enough to participate in making video games. This kind of reminds me of the kind of thing he would come up with. Like, can you imagine if he had actually been able to participate in this? I mean, game dev. I feel like he would have been into it. Really smooth God, I can't even talk. Really smooth animation for an NES game. Yeah. So here's a fun fact. This game was originally an arcade game. First of all, it was originally an arcade game with trackball controllers. So, you know, like the ball's kind of like built into like the console for like, controlling. Not only that, this game was developed by Mark Kearney, the same Mark Kearney who would later go on to develop many things in the video game industry, but a really important guy for Sony, who was the lead system architect for both the PS4 and the PS5. That's right. The creator of Marble Madness was the guy in charge of the PS4 and the PS5. So I'll be carrying about an extra 30 seconds here for this last stage. You know what? That probably still won't be enough, but we'll see. Oh my god. The evil black marble. Top 10 antagonists in any game. This is almost always where I fail. This section is so brutal. Controls are so slippery. Yeah, that's it. It's over. But that's it. That's the final stage of the screen. If you make it past all that, you win. At least I'm a high roller. Alright. Let me queue up one last thing here to, it's like, I guess... We'll just chill for a sec, chat, before I sign off. One of my favorite tunes on the NES. Now this is a game that I have a lot of respect for, and I have a lot of interest in, but I've never actually finished. This probably goes for a lot of people, because I think this is without a doubt the hardest NES game. Also, I think my messages are taking long to send. Could be. I'm not sure. I've got the stream settings set on minor delay. They ask you, like, what setting you want. You know, like, basically quality versus speed. You kinda got it in the middle, but... Yeah. I was saying though, this it's a very interesting game. You know, kind of a weird outlier for the Zelda series. It's the only one like this. You know, definitely kind of an experimental title. Like a lot of other NES games. I mean, I think of the amount of NES games that the sequel was this kind of strange, you know, very different kind of game. And it was because they hadn't established these formulas yet. You know, it's like, why shouldn't a sequel be so different? This is obviously a very different game. You know, there are lots of examples. But this is, I think, the one mainline Zelda game I haven't actually ever beaten. With the exception of Breath of the Wild, but that again is a much different game than the majority of the series. But someday I will beat this. I was thinking at some point I might do like a full, not a complete, but a major series playthrough of the Zelda games on this channel. Play through the big ones, you know? Zelda 1 and 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. But these games, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you guys would have to let me know, but if that would be the kind of thing you'd be interested in seeing. It's like my favorite genre overall is probably RPGs, but I think those are probably not the most exciting games to watch typically. So I don't necessarily think streaming them would be the best idea, but if that's something, you know, people would want to see, I'll certainly do it. Yeah. You know, Ocarina of Time, when it was first going into development, was all over the place in terms of ideas, and one of the initial ones was it being kind of a 3D follow-up to this game, Adventure of Link, and really emphasizing the swordplay. You know, one of the most recent leaks of Ocarina of Time, sorry, a little Freudian slip there. One of the leaks of, you know, the Nintendo leaks from last year was showing a bunch of assets, including some stuff from Ocarina of Time, which is super interesting. You know, the channel Z64, that guy covers a lot of stuff. But he found a character model of one of the earliest iterations of Ocarina, or Zelda 64, where you're like either first person or side-scrolling and really, really emphasizing the sword combat. And it eventually kind of ended up being this trade-off. You know, Miyamoto wanted it to be a first-person game. The rest of the team didn't think so. And Z-targeting was kind of a solution to this, like, meeting in the middle, essentially, of these, like, different design philosophies. Victor, this is one of those games you have to study to beat. Yeah, I've played through about half of this before. And it's tough. No doubt about that. Complex. I love the fact that they incorporated the overworld of Zelda 1 into the overworld of this game, like when you're on the overworld map screens. And it constitutes less than 25% of this game's entire world map. It's just this tiny little section, yet you can tell if you compare them side by side that, yeah, it's the same map. It's really cool. I love this series. I mean, other than until the Souls series rolled around, you know, Zelda, definitely my favorite gaming series of all time, and Ocarina might be still my top game. But Ocarina, Link to the Past, just incredible, incredible games. I really, really, really hope that Breath of the Wild can bring back just some of the classic Zelda stuff. You know, I like the open-endedness, I like the kind of reinvention of the Zelda 1 core concept in Breath of the Wild. I love it, but I would really like to see more distinct themed dungeons, a more elaborate soundtrack in said dungeons. But I'm really looking forward to what they do with it. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, whether it was live or afterwards. It's always a pleasure. I can't tell you how much I was looking forward to doing this, especially after the other night was not being able to with Ninja Gaiden. But it's always a treat. So today being November, God, I can't even talk. November 14th. I'm gonna be back Wednesday, November 17th here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the next stream. I'm not sure what I'll be playing yet, but it'll be something cool. Whatever it is. Videos for the channel. The one I've been mentioning a few times is going along well. I think I should have it done within about a week or so. But today I also remembered another topic that I wanted to cover that should be a pretty quick turnaround. It'd be a really short little video, but an interesting topic of something I don't think I've seen anyone else cover. And it's something to do with both Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Neat little thing. Small thing, but I think you guys will like it. But we'll see, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and go fall asleep because I'm very tired. But again, thank you very, very much for everyone checking these streams out, whether it would be live or afterwards. You're the best. Always a pleasure. So, until next time, thank you everybody, and adios.